Today we're going to be installing our T3 CBI Off-Road gas tank skid on the 3rd generation Tacoma. So let's get started. Alright, so there's only 4 nuts that hold this factory plastic skid on the Tacoma. So we're just going to unbolt those, drop this old skid out of the way, and then we'll put our new skid up. Alright, so with the T3 gas tank skid, you're going to reuse the factory nuts, and then you're also going to have 2 3/8 carriage bolts for the front, and then you're going to have 2 1/2" by 1.5 bolts with washers, and then 2 1/2" strut washers, and then the nuts for the top side for the hardware. Alright, so once you got your factory skid off, you can take your CBI off-road skid and we can set it right back up there. We are going to reuse the factory nuts that came off. We're going to leave it loose because we have a forward skid. It's going to come off of here. And once we get that on and lined up, then we can tighten everything down. Alright, so once the gas tank skid's up there, we have our front skid, which is going to come right up here. We have our 1/2" bolt, 1/2" strut washer. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to set our strut washer down in here, and we can set our skid up, slide our bolt through, put the nut on, and then we can finish putting the rest of the hardware in there. Alright, once you got your 1/2" bolts holding the skid up in place, we can put our carriage bolts through. We can just kind of push this up here, slide those in, reach around, and spin the nut on there. Once you got everything put together, you can kind of center your skid and everything in place, and then tighten everything down. Alright, and that finishes up the T3 CBI off-road gas tank skid for 3rd gen Tacomas.